Welcome everyone back to Rimworld! So to start off today, at the very end of last episode, we got John to the rank of Baron, and we didn't choose any of our permits, so let's do that first. I think we're gonna go for the Orbital Salvo. We could do the Laborer team, but I like Orbital Salvo more, so let's accept that permit. So in terms of what I want to do today, the main thing we kind of really want to do today is get our ship up, our Albatross, so that we can fly around and trade, just overall speeding up progress of all future progress, like armoring up our people. We only have 2 people armored up right now because we have a lack of Plasteel, and I also want to finish up our winery today because that'll allow us to have a trade good to sell. So that's pretty great. I've also started working on a new bedroom for, what's his name, John, because he needs a better bedroom. You know, a diamond dresser and a jade table aren't good enough for him. So, I'm just building him a new bathroom and a bedroom over here that's larger. So John, with his 19 construction actually, I thought it was higher, it was 20 yesterday. I guess, you know, passive skill loss. But he just gained the inspired creativity, so I'm going to have him build a jade end table. And there's a chance that it will come out legendary, which would be pretty nuts. Because legendary gives a massive boost to the room. Masterwork. Alright. It's still decent, but, you know, not really what I wanted. I've also started planning out turrets for this down bottom part. As you can see, I've spaced them out 4 slots in between because they have a radius of explosion. Where is it? I don't know if it tells you here, but pretty much whenever it has a chance to explode, and then it'll blow up in a radius of 4. So I figured now that John is a Baron, we might as well use his throne speech ability, so I did. Our people are slowly moving their way here. His social stat isn't the greatest, but he has a 16% to get uninspiring, 60% to get encouraging, 20% for an inspirational, and 5.4 for a terrible. So let's see what he gets here. This is pretty sad, because remember he has Vertical, which can make 5 days plus 30, which is pretty incredible. Alright, please. I know it's speaking a lot, I don't know, of course, just to hopefully get something faster. They've been talking for like 5 hours now. Wonderful. Alright, there we go. An encouraging speech, which is decent. I think that gives a plus 4, okay. There we go. Plus 4 for 8 days. And we have completely finished my winery now. We have 80 wine barrels. And once I finish fermenting the wine, we're going to be, you know, pretty wealthy. I think it's 15 bottles per each one of these. So 80 times 15 if you guys want to do the math. And I'm pretty sure each bottle of excellent wine is worth around 20. So that's going to be a massive amount of silver. So a quick update. First off, I've started subsidizing our power for, you know, our oil power with tidal generators. So I built 2 more. They're not fully connected up to the grid, but this one's almost connected up. And so is this one. And in lieu of that, I'm going to be able to take away both of our small chem fuel power plants. As you can see, I've already taken away 1. We're making some decent progress on John's new bedroom. It should be done fairly soon. That's pretty great. I've also put a layer of barbed wire on the outside of our compound wall just to make sure that no enemies will try and sap through, and if they do, they'll get hurt on the process. So as you can see, the entire north wall is completely barbed wired over, and I've started placing a bunch of bluebells around the base, as you can see, with tilled soil just so they grow faster. And what this does is that each one is worth 16 beauty, so it just makes them much happier while they're just walking along paths. And don't worry, I'm going to fix the gaps soon. I just need prerequisite research first. But the main thing is this Plasteel research that we just finished. I don't know how this works, so this should be interesting. Autoclaves, okay. So, Plasteel production. You can now produce Plasteel. Craft uncured Plasteel at a fabrication bench. So, let's check our fabrication bench. 25 steel, 50 syntholine, and 40 chem fuel. Syntholine. How do we get syntholine? Syntholine refiner. Alright. So, I'm going to put that like here. And then I think we Yeah, refinery unloading bay. I think that goes there. So after that, construct an autoclave, then set the autoclave to plasteel curing mode. Okay, so let's build an autoclave. Where do we want to put it? Does it need to be connected to... I don't know. It doesn't look like it needs to be connected to the oil. So I'm going to put it up here. I don't want to put it up there, actually. You know what? It's fine. We'll just put it with the crude cracker. So that, I think, once all that's built, we'll be able to make plasteel. And we can finally start getting some progress. And we also just got a bunch more wargs as well. And we've started curing the plasteel right now. It takes around 12 hours after you make it. But what you can do here is that in the fabrication bench, you queue up, I'm just going to do until you have, how much does this produce? It doesn't tell us. That's a problem. I wanted to know how much this produces, but okay. I'm just going to set it at 50 because I can. And then we can unpause at, well, like 49. There we go. So what happens is that you have your synthylene refiner, and from the resource console, you can go to the bills. Then you can queue up the synthylene refiner to make synthylene. So I just did do until you have 50. So every time it hits below 50, they'll start producing again. And what that does is that it queues this thing to produce synthylene, which goes to the refinery unloading bay, which right now I'm still building up our industrial thing. So what it'll do is that it'll item pull and put it into an IO port, which will then unload it over here next to the fabrication bench so that we can make plasteel. And after we make the plasteel, we can transfer the plasteel to the autoclave, which we can also automate by using the fueling tool, fueling machine. So we can just put that there. So from the autoclave, our hauling bot is hauling it back right now. We got 25 plasteel, which is better than having no plasteel, but it's pretty slow, honestly. I was looking through more research, though, and I found that Project Rim Factory Revived does have a way to produce plasteel by combining chem fuel and steel. So that's kind of great, and I think you do it in the metal refinery, so we'll have to build that up. But I just kind of wanted to show off Rimfellow a little bit more. It's a really cool mod. In fact, if we go to security, I don't know, okay, we can't do it yet, but you can create napalm, and it's, again, really, really cool. You can, like, burn everyone here. It's like a more powerful chem fuel, essentially. So that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of other stuff to do with Rimfellow, but we're kind of not using it to its fullest potential. So I just wanted to show off one of the methods it has for making plasteel. So we had a forceful quest activate, Pirates with a Smoke Spewer. Guarded by 23 pirates. What does this smoke spewer actually do? If it doesn't kill my plants, then I'm kind of fine with it. A smoke spewer. That's not helpful at all. Pirates have set up an outpost near Mongoose Sound to harass you. There's a smoke spewer machine. That's belching smoke over the whole region. I mean, what does it do? Giant smoke cloud. Reducing sunlight. Okay, I'm kind of fine with that, actually. So in all our plants, we've lost about 50% growth rate from that. It's 60, or not 50, 40 or 55% on these pepper plants, cotton plants, and corn. And grape plants were only at 170%, so they lost less than, 55%. So that's pretty great. But I wanted to update you on how our wire wall is going. It's almost completely done. All we have is this small section that all they got to do is build. Resources have already been delivered. And I don't know if I showed this off, but we now have hauling bots, as you can see. They're just kind of moving around, hauling stuff for us so that we don't have to do it by ourselves. And I think that's about all I've done so far. I'm trying to get more plasteel. That's like the main thing, because we need plasteel to really progress at all. So we've just finished the metal refining research, and if we look at its description, a metal refinery able to produce rare metals through polymer lamination. No idea what that means, but it sounds cool, and it says it can produce plasteel. So I might as well put it down. Where do I want to put it down, though? I could put it in here. Yeah, I think it fits best in there just because this is kind of our crafting area. But never mind, this really cool metal refinery. The main thing that we're doing is we're building a laser sword. So we finished the last of our research, and for our next research, I'm going to go for more of stuff that's quality of life. So stuff like auto doors. What else? Holograms. That's part of the vanilla expanded art, which is kind of cool. We also kind of need a hospital, so I'll queue that stuff up. That's fairly important. Anything else that we really kind of want for quality of life right now? There is nuclear power, but I want to go into Rimatomics, so we'll hold off on that. There's electronics. There's the utility columns mod, which is kind of cool. I like that. Laser sculpting for jewelry. That sounds kind of cool. Anything else? There's railguns. There's a bunch of the build your own ship stuff. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to build our own ship, or if you want to go find the ship that's already on the planet and use that ship. We can also go for... Quickdraw would be interesting because we still need to make our own guns. I mean, then again, we have laser weapons, so on second thought, that's probably a bad idea. Industrial temperature might be cool. There's some automatic farming. Circuit breakers, not that useful in the long run. Some large batteries. Waste disposal enhanced batteries. There's some more furniture. I'll go for that. It sounds interesting. Grilling, that's fine. Tools, it's a bit late for that. The cluster columns is also for the utility columns. It's like it's pretty much a tower that shoots out of the ground and shoots beanbags at everyone. Anything we want here, carpet making might be useful. Rugs, statues, I'm kind of fine without that. Psychoid brewing. Ooh, we could go for the management software or better embrasures. Alright, that's fine. We'll go for better embrasures. And that is enough research for now. And there we go. We finished the laser sword. So I'm going to have King come in and equip it. I guess she's now like a flying Jedi. A flying Jedi without powers. So there we go. Can you like stab something with it? I want to see it in action. Go stab this granite wall over here. Stab it. Okay. Oh, that looks so cool. I like it. And this is probably going to be one of our final weapons. I think the only way we can get better from this is if, one, if it gets infused, and two, if we get a persona weapon. Usable with shields. Oh, we can't use a shield belt with it? Really? Let's see what happens when we take our shield off. It seems to work about the same, so I think it's lying to me. So we've managed to get up our metal refinery, and I've queued up, as you can see, it takes a minimum of 3,000 watts, so that's pretty expensive. Anyways, I've queued up the refined Plasteel bill, and I'm building I/O ports right now. But I figured, because we are running low on power, because, I took away one of the chem fuel power plants, we're only 1,500 watts above our, power line, and that's what the crude cracker turned off. So we kind of need to rectify this power situation. And right now, I'm going to be researching. So if you guys didn't know, Project Rim Factory, you have to pay silver, and then you unlock certain levels of stuff, and there's crafting and all kinds of stuff. So we can purchase that and start project. So then we could tell, okay, we can. We can go tell Arthur to research at the Rimatomics research bench. And what we'll do is that we'll research the reactor technology. Then we'll have to build the research reactor. I'll build it in here. And then we'll have to research at the research reactor. And then a new path of technology will open up. Nuclear power. So after we start and finish the research reactor technology in the Rimatomics research bench, as you can see here, this step has been completed, and it says it right there as well. What we can do here is that we can go into our building, and then we can go to Rimatomics, and we can now build a research reactor where, I want to put our main reactor here because I'm going to do like some styling around it. Maybe I should have a separate building for that. I don't know. We might have to move this graveyard because it's taken up quite a bit of room. We could have it on the beach. I'm talking about the main reactor, not the research one. You know what? I think it'll be fine if we put the research one there because it doesn't produce any radiation, so our people should hopefully not melt alive. And we have just finished our research reactor, so now it's been built up. It also gives a plus 10% research speed factor only for the Rimatomics research bench. But now if we go in here, any second it should finish it up. It's a bit odd. I'm going to tell Arthur to go... It should have finished. Excuse me? Please work. Alright, there we go. It just took a little bit of time to do it. And then we just have to research and train now. So we can just send Arthur to go... When he wakes up, we can just tell him to go research here. And we will be done with the first step of nuclear power. So we are now refining Plasteel. It takes a decent amount of time, actually. I think it takes longer than the Project Rim Factory Reloaded. Or not the Project Rim Factory. Rimifeller system. But it can also speed up. So if we turn it to max power, there you go. As you can see, it's speeding up quite a bit. But it's also using all of our power. So we're going to have to hold on that for a while. And just have some slower Plasteel production. And there we go. We've just finished the nuclear research reactor. And we now have access to more advanced research. So if we head back over here to our Rimatomics research bench, as you can see here, we now get a check mark. All this is done. And we can now research normal nuclear power, assuming we have enough silver. We are 25 silver short. That's unfortunate, but I think we might be able to scrounge up some silver somewhere. I might just straight up rip the tile out of someone's bathroom because, it's nuclear power or someone getting a nice bathroom, so I think I'd prefer nuclear reactors. So let's purchase it, and let's not purchase it. And now, let's purchase it. So I'm just going to send Arthur to go research, or not. Okay. I guess he's going to want to sleep in first, so that's cool. Yeah, all I had to do was rip a tile up from this unknown person, an unowned bedroom, so... Not much of a loss. Alright, our first thread of the day is coming pretty late in the episode, but it's looking like it's not going to be all that nice. Whoa! Oh, wow. Okay. So we have a sealed mech capsule, 2 lancers, a scyther, 2 auto inferno turrets, 2 mini sluggers, and a centipede assembler. That's not very nice. I thought the game was deciding to be nice to us, but we have mortars, so we don't need the game to be nice to us. So let's mortar them. Can we build... Okay, we can't build shield generators yet, but we will be able to soon. So I'm going to get that mortar up, and then we need to make some shells. I think we make them here, or not, they are made here. So let's make some heavy explosive shells. High explosive, sorry. There we go. Let's make 10 of them just in case. And I'll even put a nice little shelf because we don't want them to have to run so far. Alright, we now have 2 mortar shells. And I don't know if I have the mod in here that makes it so that mortar accuracy is affected by intellectual skill. I don't think I do, but we might as well send Arthur. He's got decent shooting as well as decent, or really good intellectual, not decent. But we can man the steel mortar and then set force target to... Ideally, it wouldn't hit them directly on. Over somewhere like here. Ideally, it would hit directly onto that auto inferno turret without making it explode. Or even if it does make it explode, it means that everything else here dies. So, it's kind of a win-win either way. So he missed his first shot. He's about to shoot his second shot in a few seconds. Alright, he's firing. Alright, it did indeed hit something. It destroyed the wooden barricades. Wow, okay. Oh, it assembles. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, they're landing still. So there was a mech drop beacon. We just couldn't see it. What are we dealing with here? 3 scythers, 3 lancers, and a pikeman. Okay, that's not that bad, actually. Huh. The only problem I see here is we can't let this go for more than 1 day, so we kind of have to deal with this right now. Oh, we actually have a trader here. I'll send Arthur to talk with them, but we'll let them deal with the enemies here. We also have a bunch of turrets now, so they should be able to deal with it. So the mechanoids are entering into our filter right now. I'm sending King. Yeah, I don't expect much from these guys. Yeah, they're just getting slaughtered. Alright, that is the mechanoid threat pretty much dealt with. We only have that one more pikeman. Hurry up, pikeman. Move faster, please. There we go. All the pikemen and active mechanoids are dead. Now we just have to deal with the turrets. And I'm going to do something that's probably not a great idea. But I'm going to send King in because she has her shield belt. And I think it blocks incendiary missiles, projectiles, whatever you want to say, what the Inferno turret shoots. So I think she will be fine, and if not, she can always just jump away, so it's, you know, not all that big of a deal. Never mind, it absolutely did not block it. So, everyone else, get in here. Ideally, we'll be able to bait out both of these Inferno traps. Okay, we did. Now let's push in and shoot them out. Oh, it's a bit laggy. Alright. They are opening fire. Browning got hit. That's unfortunate. Alright. Shoot this. Fire. Take out the the auto inferno. Okay, that's one auto inferno down. And shoot the other one out now, please. Ideally without making it blow up. But even if it does, Kazumi's hit pretty hard, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have Kazumi pull back as well as Browning. They're pretty hurt. Oh no, it's gonna blow up! Everyone run. Everyone run. You run. Watch this explosion. It's gonna be wonderful. Oh no, Browning! Yeah. As you can see, a very nice explosion there. And 33 Plasteel, so that's decent, I guess. There we go. That is our mechanoid cluster dealt with. But I think that will about wrap up this video. For the most part, we've done what I wanted today, and that was mainly automating Plasteel production, which we did up here. And we actually did in 2 different ways. I wanted to get our ship up today, but again, it's going to take a lot of time, honestly. We now have ways to produce synthread if we go to the Rimfeller thing. That was one of the researches that came along, so we can refine chem fuel into synthread if we really wanted to. And we kind of have to get this ship up, but that's fine. We have all the other stuff for this right now. It's just going to take a little bit of time to produce the Plasteel. But then we're all good, and we can start flying around selling our stuff. We managed to fully complete our refinery, or our refinery. I guess it is a wine refinery, but our brewery. We fully completed or got into some of the Rimatomics stuff. I want to get deeper into that next episode because, you know, we can get a lot of power out of that, and power is what we're kind of lacking right now. We also made King's laser sword, which is pretty great. I really like laser swords. You know, pretty amazing. And that's about it. But overall, I'm kind of happy with our progress for today. But with that said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Any support that does get us out there is very greatly appreciated. Anyways, have a great day, and goodbye.